Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys the game I'm playing right now. It's called Freedom Wars. It's for PlayStation Vita. This is one of my favorite new games. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of a game called God Eater, but it plays in a similar fashion. It is a third-person form, so your characters in front of you can see their entire body while you move the character around in a three-dimensional environment. The synopsis is that in a dystopian future, resources are so scarce that individual cities and civilizations have essentially fallen into complete disarray. And they've instituted an extremely harsh criminal justice system where if you're not contributing, you're considered a drain on society and you're put in prison to work off your sentence. That plays a small role in understanding the game, but even more so in creating a purpose for it. So your character starts off with complete amnesia, and even that's a crime in this world. So you play through, I think 10 different power levels, trying to prove your worth, increase your character's equipment and powers, and then of course get through the backstory as to what happened and why you lost your memory. It's a cool side story, and they do some decent foreshadowing and exposition in terms of what the plot really is all about. Evidently there's a world above us, floating in the sky, and they milk these planet dwelling people for resources, and we're trying to figure out what this is all about. Basically, the people on the surface are pretty clueless. Anyway, periodically these surface cities invade each other, and you basically fighting each other for resources and for more important citizens. And the irony here is that it all plays out not in a SimCity like fashion, but in a third-person action hack and slash. You're basically just messing people up with a big old sword, a big old axe, or a big old gun. It's a lot of fun, and they vary the missions up where sometimes you'll have to capture citizens. Sometimes you'll have to rescue them. Sometimes you'll have to kill an incredibly enormous 4-story monster, or many of them. Sometimes you'll just have to survive without getting killed. But of course, in between these missions are expository moments like this, where they give you some backstory to motivate you and to provide a reason for doing all this crap. I just got a mission, so I'm gonna fire this up and probably get my rear end handed to me, because I've played this one before and it's extremely hard. But for the sake of demonstration, I'll go ahead and engage in a mission real quick. So let's see here. Yeah, I played this one before. I am going to get murdered. This one's extremely difficult. But it's a lot of fun because it's a completely dystopian society. It's totally unlike anything I've ever played, with the exception of God Eater. I mean, some people will probably see some similarities to Monster Hunter in terms of the progression of your weapons, crafting armor, etc., but that's as far as it goes. The storyline and gameplay are totally different. Last time I checked, there aren't any homing rocket launchers in Monster Hunter. Anyhow, so right now I'm doing some prep work. I'm about to be spat on a mission front, and if I recall correctly, it's going to be a bunch of big people beating me down. This is an extraordinarily hard mission. These people are all better armed than I am, and they have this enormous robot that's going to probably make me his girlfriend if I'm not careful. Yeah, that thing right there. Yeah, so anyhow, let me just skip through this. I'll show you a brief moment of gameplay. The control is really tight, and I've been really happy with it. When you're playing a game like this, it's pretty critical. If you can't control your character, then you're basically done for. The character also has, in addition to his typical armaments, a very useful thorn-type whip that allows you to attach to enemies. Let's see if I can do it. Boom! Jump on up and start pummeling this guy. Of course, you can also do jumping attacks. You can switch up. I've got an enormous sword that I'm going to beat this dude down with. I don't know if you guys can see it very well because my camera kind of sucks, but it's a lot of fun in the long haul. It's really hard to do this while trying to make sure this camera is in focus, but I love this game. It has this, oh yeah, this part too is ridiculous. You have to wail on the circle button to try and pull them down, and then you can, you know, really punish them, but it's pretty hard to do while I'm trying to talk to you guys. I love the fact that I can get this kind of console level quality on a portable game. I can basically just take it with me wherever. And I got killed. Awesome. But yeah, so that's a quick peek at Freedom Wars on PlayStation Vita. Very cool game. I'm a big fan. I don't know why it didn't pick up very well in this country, but at least they bothered with the localization. This one, of course, like most of the really good games, is from Japan anyway, so yeah. We're not always so fortunate to get Americanized versions, but that wasn't the case with this one. Anyhow, have a good one, everyone. I'm going to cut out now.